All right. Good evening, everybody. My name is Jeff Bixby. I'm joined by Destiny and Chyna. This is my Unit 4 presentation on the topic of topic-based authoring. And I'm going to be presenting a product that I developed using a platform that I've never heard of before, but with Dr. Crawford's help, she pointed me in the right direction, at least for this, using ClickHelp. And so I will say that in general, I was unfamiliar with the concept of topic-based authoring, but once I delved a little bit more deeply in the subject, I realized, okay, this actually makes sense given that in my current role, we have a lot of processes. And as a result, whenever you have a process, you have a process guide to help you remember the process. And so at UT High School, something that I had developed as a process guide was this right here. So I guess this is where I would say the instructional goal is helping somebody like myself, a learning specialist, aggregate data from a lot of different sources to analyze the impact of our synchronous learning opportunities that we provide. What is the impact on student outcomes, right? So in general, UT High School has an asynchronous model of content delivery, but pretty recently we started providing optional synchronous opportunities for students. And so we want to know, like, what is the overall impact on like a student's grade, for example. So in order to figure that out, I put together, this is like a 9-page document with screenshots of all of the steps that you go through in terms of getting the information out of Canvas, putting it into a spreadsheet, creating pivot tables, using some pretty interesting Excel features that I had never used before developing this process guide. But I think even in my attempt to make this a pretty concise, targeted process guide, it's still a 9-page document, right? So it's really easy to get lost and overwhelmed. And so this is where I think something like ClickHelp kind of helps address that challenge by essentially taking all of those individual steps and turning them into topics. And so this is the preview screen of what I have created. And on the left, you can navigate to all of the different steps in the process that correspond to the process guide that I developed. And so I really appreciated the fact that I could take something that I'd already created and then essentially upload it into ClickHelp, and then utilize the features that are unique to the platform to make it a little bit more user-friendly. With that said, I guess I would say that I was a little unimpressed with maybe like the user interface. I feel like there are certain things that I was trying to do. For example, let me try to go to this topic right here. Right here, I have a previous and next button. There should be 2 buttons, but it looks like 1 button. When I was in the edit mode, it presented as 2 distinct buttons, but now that I'm in the preview mode, it changed the way that it looks and presents itself. So not too crazy about that. I do appreciate, like right here, this is coming from the old process guide. All of the video links that I had already embedded still work, right? So right here, these are box links to videos that I had created to walk somebody through this specific part of the process. So I was thankful that stuff migrated over. So the other thing I would say is, unlike some of the other platforms that I've used in this course, when I went onto YouTube, there weren't as many videos, like tutorial videos, at least those that were produced like outside of ClickHelp themselves, right? They have their own tutorial videos, but there weren't really any produced by, I guess, people in the industry. And so like that tells me like this may not be like the most widely used resource, but for what I was using it for, and I think it worked out pretty well. It did not take me very long to sort of convert what I had already established or what it already created with my initial process guide into a version that lives in ClickHelp. And I think maybe the benefit of this being a cloud-based system is that it lends itself to being updated pretty easily, and you can add collaborators and work together on a guide like this more easily than if it was just a Word document. So that in a nutshell is my presentation. So I'm going to open the floor to the two of you. Comments, questions, feedback.
I really like how you were able to, take something that is 9 pages. Because me personally, if I was trying to, find information quickly, or if I was trying to find information, I don't want to read 9 pages.
Nobody
Like,
does.
so, it was kind of nice that you were able to take those 9 pages and kind of order them in a way that's going to allow you to even filter it or search it. So that'll be great for, the various employees of your school to be able to quickly go through, find the information, and then kind of do what they need to do and kind of be done with it. So I think that was cool. And then you really showed a practical way that we could use, or someone could use, the Click Help, sorry, application.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
I personally don't have any underlying questions or comments outside of the fact that I am impressed with the fact that you did compress 9 pages worth of information into ClickHelp as well. So I definitely do commend you. So, but other than
Oh,
that,
thank you,
I
Jeff.
think this is a great software as well. I'm not familiar with ClickHelp either, but it was definitely
I
great. So
was initially interested in exploring, what was it, Madcap?
yes, and it's not Mac
And
compatible.
I feel like
No,
I may have dodged a bullet. We'll see.
yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate the feedback and the comments, and it's you know I guess maybe if I was a company of a small to medium size where I did have a lot of like process guides to keep up with,
right.
help would probably be the option to um, help solve that problem. So
Yeah.
all
Yeah, for
right,
a lot of those how-to things.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So all right, good talk. I'm gonna stop the record. See you next time.